Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Mr. Cheap Sense back once again. Just getting off from work not too long ago. Well, I actually got off about 9 something tonight. I'm supposed to get off at 10. Some crap going on at my job. Boss man ticked me off. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna go into detail because I know there's some people who don't like when I talk about personal stuff on my channel. So we're gonna keep it G. We're gonna keep it 100 around here. So y'all know what I wore earlier, which was mesmerized. For those of you who were kind of confused, I was also confused because I didn't remember what house it came from. It's actually an Avon product, and my guy Trey Sense said that was his dad's fragrance. I guess he used to like it. It's a okay fragrance to me. And I know Avon is kind of cheap. Some of it is anyway. Some of it is a little expensive. But to me, it's just an okay fragrance. And if you guys could smell this jar that I have all these samples you guys have been sending me, this jar smells amazing. It's just a cornucopia of a bunch of shit. Y'all didn't know I knew big words like that, cornucopia. Anyway, I wore mesmerized today, and I didn't give you guys, I don't believe, the projection and longevity of it. It projected off of me probably 30 minutes to an hour. Longevity was probably about 2.5, 3 hours. That's off of me. Now, other people, it may perform better, so that's one thing you guys have to be aware of. Just because something doesn't perform well on me or whoever else you watch as far as fragrance reviewers, you have to also take into consideration that some of us have dry skin like I do. You have to take it into consideration body chemistry, hygiene. If you're using scented lotions or, whatever you use to moisturize, if it's scented, of course it's going to clash with the fragrance that you're putting on. There's a lot of different factors when it comes to the performance of a fragrance. That one didn't do too well on me. And it's just an okay fragrance. It's not anything that's going to wow anybody. Like, I was around people all day and I never once got a compliment. Nobody said anything. So and I understand in most cases you're not always going to get a compliment. At times I've also been told that just the demeanor, the look on my face, plus I'm 6'4", close to, if not 300 pounds, and I'm walking around, not on purpose, but sometimes I have that focused look on my face and it looks like I'm mean, and people are just afraid to talk to me sometimes. So with that being said, it just, for me, it didn't do it. I could think of not just this particular container, but I also have, and I should have grabbed these before I started the video. I know you guys get tired of me getting up. I still have samples from back. Most of them I've used already, but I still have some samples from back when I first started doing reviews that people sent me. And plus, I do like to go to Belk's, and I buy a fragrance or two just to be able to get these carded samples. And I had more than this, but I actually sent some to some subscribers just for them to try out. But this is an Avon product, and it has Avon Luck and Luck for women. I believe it's Luck or Lucky. Yes, for him and her. And the women's version I've said this in another video, is the best. Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gio is one I have smelled, but I've never owned a full bottle of this. And just for the simple fact that the price is so high. This fragrance is like old as hell. It's been out for a long time, and it's so hyped still to this day that the, excuse me, I just had Taco Bell, and the price just won't go down. So if I can find a decent bottle of this, it doesn't have to be a full 100 ml or whatever. It can be like a 40, 50 ml, something like that. I'll take it, but the price has to be right. I actually was going to wear this one today, and this is YSL Ultime, I think that's the name of it, or Ultime, however you want to say it. Never even smelled this one to even, or sampled it to see what it smells like. I just got the carded sample. I've had it for a few months. The Polo Ultra Blue, never even tried it. Acqua di Gio Giorgio Armani Profumo, and I've heard good things about that one. This one is one I actually got in the mail earlier today, and it's 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. Never even used this one. No need to now. So if anybody out there who hasn't smelled this one before, if we do a deal and you want to smell it or sample it, I'll throw this carded sample in, but I'm not going to ship just this out to somebody. Like, that's retarded. Red Rush is one that gets a lot of hate. It smells good, but the performance is dog shit. Privé by 1 Million Paco Rabanne is one I have smelled. I saw a 200 ml bottle of this around Christmas time, or it was a little after Christmas, I think it was, and it was in the women's department, but it was for men, for 80 bucks. Me being Mr. Cheap Sense and being an ass, I didn't realize how good of a deal that was. You actually was getting 2 100 ml bottles for like $40 a piece, or if you broke it down even further, you would be getting 4 bottles of it, like 4 50 ml bottles. It will break down to about $25. No, my math is shit. Well, anyway, it will break down to 2 100 ml bottles or 4 50 ml bottles, and either way it go, the price was good for 80 bucks. So it would be $20 a piece, my bad, for 4 50 ml. So you can't beat that. And me, like a jackass, I passed on it. And somebody bought it. I guess somebody else realized that that was a good deal. So I kick myself in the ass every time I think about it. But oh, the last one was this is one I almost bought. The Chanel Platinum. But I ended up buying what was it? The Chanel Eau Extreme, or Eau Extreme instead. I was gonna get that and the Platinum, but the guy talked me out of it, and he said you don't need 2 fresh fragrances like this, so just pick one. So I picked Eau Extreme, and I got what's the name of that other fragrance I bought? Missoni. Alright, so besides wearing Mesmerized earlier today, I bought this one, and this is Perry Ellis for 12 bucks. It was on clearance, and I talked about it, I think yesterday or Saturday, one of the two. I think it was Saturday, and I I decided to wear this tonight since Mesmerize wore off and I didn't want to reapply again. So I sprayed this on heavy as hell. And I love this frosted bottle. This is one. I don't like the juice, but I like the bottle. I may keep this one unless somebody's interested in it. But they may not be interested after I say what I'm about to say. So this smells so good. It has like a slight citrus type deal. A little sweet. It kind of creamy. Decent sprayer. It's not a bad fragrance. Performance is shitty as hell on this, on me. You can tell this is a spring, summertime type fragrance, but it didn't perform well at all. Now, off of my shirt, I can still smell it, but skin-wise, it faded real fast. It's so light. I mean, you can smell it. It's not so light that you can't smell it when you spray it on, but it dies pretty fast. When it finally dries down, I don't know about anybody else because I'm at a paper mill and I'm not around a lot of people, only in certain areas. So most of the day I'm by myself. And so I couldn't tell you what other people think of it. I don't want to wear it to work tomorrow to the hospital because I have other things that I want to wear. I want to make people notice me. It's been a couple days since I've worn something that people have really talked about. And I damn sure don't want to wear something like this. Very office and work friendly fragrance. But you may end up having to reapply throughout the day if you do pick up something like this. Like I said, it smells great. The performance is just shitty. And I understand a lot of Perry Ellis's new stuff or more modern stuff doesn't perform well. Sometimes people just put stuff out just to try to keep up with the Joneses or the next fragrance company. I don't know when this was released. I know hardly any information on it. But I would recommend it for somebody who is starting a fragrance collection. Or somebody who really don't care too much about reapplying. Now, I'm one of those guys who don't mind reapplying, but I want to be able to reapply something that people are going to really notice and pay attention to. And this just isn't one of those fragrances. So, for somebody who has an established fragrance collection that has like niche or indie or higher end fragrances, no, do not touch it. Unless you like this bottle like I do and you want it in your collection, but I don't see why you would want to have a cheapie amongst all of your high price stuff. So, with that being said, somebody talked about Silver Scent Pure the other day. And yes, I have it. Very, very nice fragrance. I think somebody mentioned it when I did my school friendly fragrances the other day, and they mentioned something about it, and I own this one. This is the first one I bought from this house of Jacques Bogart. This is Silver Scent Pure. I had Silver Scent Deep, but it smelled too similar to this one, although Deep was more of like a somewhat aquatic type fragrance. It smelled too similar to this, and I actually traded or sold it or whatever I did with it to somebody. But this is not bad at all. This is very good. And yes, this is school work friendly. Very inexpensive. I think you can pick this up online for like $15. So if you don't have this one, try it out. Trust me, it's nice. I hear some bad things about this fragrance. Some people say they don't like it. Some people don't like, I guess, the orange type scent that's in this, or orange peel, or whatever it is. This came in a trade with somebody, and this is Aqua Amara, and I've been wanting to get my hands on this for a while, and I finally have it. Thank you again. Sorry if I don't remember your name. I sprayed this on my hand the other day amongst other fragrances that y'all saw me spraying. And this one is the only one I can smell. I kept getting whiffs of it for the rest of the night. Over everything I had sprayed on both my arms during the testing, this is all I smelled. This is a banger. In the heat, this thing, I wore this on my hand to work. And I work at the paper mill, like I just said a few minutes ago. And walking from building to building or getting from one side of the plant to the other, I'm outside in the heat and I sweat. And it seemed like this performed better as it got hotter outside. So it didn't die down, it got stronger. So this is a damn good fragrance. I love the scent of this. I also have Aquamarine, which is another great fragrance. Now I have to get my hands on Atlantique. I see it across the street at TJ Maxx. They just put their clearance section up with all the gift sets they had out. It used to be, I think it was $49.99 or $59.99, one of the two. And it is now, I think, $39.99. So it's about $40. And I want to get it, but I don't think I should pay $40. It comes with a big size. I don't think it's this big, but it might be a little smaller than this. But it has this size, and then it has a little smaller one inside. I think it's worth the money, but if I can get it or hold off and at least let it come down another few bucks, I'll jump on it. But as of right now, I'll pass unless somebody has it they want to trade or sell. That's more reasonable than what they selling it for across the street. Anyway, I just actually talked to another subscriber, a young lady, and she said that she found Lalique. This thing is dusty. She said she found a Lalique fragrance and got it for her hubby. And I told her, yes, I have it. She asked me if I had it. I said, yes, I have it. I actually picked this one up for $29. It was $39.99. And this is Hommage Alone by Lalique. And this one in particular came with a nice, almost like a book deal, like a gift set. And it has this nice metallic like picture on the front. Like I said, it kind of reminds you of a book, how thick it is. And on the inside sits hair and body shower gel, and the fragrance is in here. And I've worn this once, and I did get compliments when I wore this. I saw this in TJ Maxx in Florida, and I was thinking about getting it, and I wasn't really big on like dated or old school smelling fragrances, and this one is not really old school or dated, but it smells nice. And I let some people smell it because I sprayed it on the box, and they actually liked it, which is what made me change my mind and go ahead and get it. So this is a pretty damn good fragrance. I like this, and I need to get me another wearing or two out of this since it's hot. This is made for the warm weather. It's not super sweet or nothing like that. Kind of citrusy. I don't know the note breakdown on this, nor do I care at this particular point in my life. If you guys want to know what it's like, you know where to go to check it out. And somebody also, I think I've had like 2 people mention if I had any Zara fragrances. Yes, I have 3 Zara fragrances. I have answered this question already, but I wanted to show you guys so you won't think I'm lying. And I also have one more on the way. I just got an email earlier today. I said I didn't want any more Creed Aventus type fragrances, but I'm so curious as to what this fragrance smells like. It's called Vibrant Leather, and I went ahead and ordered it. I think with taxes it came up to like $25, $26. I went ahead and ordered it, so hopefully sometime this week it'll be here. But I think the first one I picked up was this one, and it is Zara 9.0. It has bergamot, juniper, coriander, pepper, cardamom, orris, vetiver, amber, and cedarwood. It's a 100 ml bottle. This is Eau de Toilette concentration. This box is not the box that I thought was going to come with this. They sent me the shitty box. The other box is the one that the whole top is hinged and it just flips up. Well, you see they sent me this shitty ass cardboard. But the bottle itself is very nice. It's frosted. It's maroon or burgundy type color. I got mad compliments when I wore this to work. Kind of reminds me of, I want to say, I have something that this smells like, and I can't recall what it is. Something that I have that reminds me of this. I'm not even finna get up and waste you guys' time. Oh, I know what it is. Valentino Uomo is what it kind of reminds me of. It has that same kind of vibe, but very nice fragrance. When I wore it, it still was it was just turning hot when I wore it to work. It performed good being inside the building. You know, the hospital stays cold. But very nice fragrance. I like it. Do not overspray. The next one that I ordered, I think these two were together. I was supposed to be ordering Rich, Warm, and Addictive, and I actually clicked on the wrong one. And Intense, Dark, and Exclusive came in another shitty ass box. And the bottle is not frosted, but it's still nice nonetheless. And this shit smells so damn good. They all have decent sprayers. That is so nice. I can't describe what this one's supposed to smell like, but it's semi-sweet. It's nice. I like it a lot. I think I did get compliments when I wore this one, so this is one mistake I'm happy I made. And then I corrected my mistake, and I reordered Rich, Warm, and Addictive. And it came in another shitty box, once again. And this one has been hyped to the highest of hypestivity. And I know that's not a word, but if Beavis and Butthead can do it, so can I. This one was hyped so much, and I wanted to get it, and that's a damn good sprayer. The only reason why I got this one is because, yes, it was hyped to high hell, but this thing has a note of coconut in it, and I don't eat coconut, and I don't drink that nasty ass coconut water, but the coconut in this, it almost gives it like a sunscreen, a suntan lotion type vibe. That's what it smells like. This shit is a banger. I like it a lot. I haven't worn it but once, but I think I may wait until it cools off a little and then start wearing this one and the Intense, Dark, and Exclusive. But very nice fragrances, guys. Very nice. So yes, I do have some Zara fragrances. Yes, I have SOTN Perry. Yes, I have Lalique. And this is not the only Lalique I have. I have another one also that's nice. And I decided to give it a try, if I can find it. This one I was kind of skeptical about. This is the first Lalique I think I've ever purchased. I found it at TJ Maxx here, like around Christmas time, but the price was stupid on this. And I waited and waited and waited, and it finally got marked down. I don't remember what the price was. If you want to know, you can go back and check out the review I did on it. But they had two different versions. They had this one, which is the lion head, and they had one with the horse head. Now, I don't know what the difference is on them. It's the same exact juice, but I don't know if it meant something different because of the heads that's on them. But I sprayed this when I first got it, and I wasn't a fan at first. But as the reviews kept coming and I kept seeing more and more people talk about this is supposed to remind them of some kind of fancy high-priced fragrance, I bought it. I've worn it once. I don't believe I got compliments when wearing this. It does smell dated, kind of old schoolish, but it's actually quite nice, and I like it. And I need to give it some wearings. I have to find an occasion to wear it. It's not really a work type fragrance to me. I think this is more of some kind of event, like a suit and tie type joint. It smells sophisticated, for lack of another word. That's what it smells like. Maybe like a church or some kind of function where you have to be classy, dressed up a little, you know, blazer, stuff like that. I could see somebody with jeans on, white shirt, maybe a blazer on, you know, kind of casual look, and spray this on. That would work. Not for somebody who would be in shorts and a v-neck or something like that. Like, this is not that type of fragrance. This is more casual, more dressed up. If you're going to a more upscale type club, or not really a club, I wouldn't wear this to the club, but maybe like a more upscale type dinner, restaurant, something like that. Yeah, this would be for that. If I was going to like Applebee's or something, I wouldn't pick this. But if I was going to, you know, like a fancy restaurant, like I can't think of one because I've never been to a fancy upscale restaurant, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Anyway, guys, I've drug this video out long enough. I will do another separate video to show you guys what I have left as far as fragrances that I want to trade or get rid of. And just be mindful, not going to be doing too much more trading because of the price and the amount of money since I've been doing trades, that I've been like literally losing by damn near giving away fragrances. So if anybody has anything they want to throw at me before I shut down the trading, please do so. Just so we can talk about it. If we don't come to an agreement or a deal, don't be discouraged. You never know, something else might come up. If not through me, through somebody else. Just don't take your aggressions out on me just because it seems like I'm being stubborn. I just don't want to give away some good stuff for some more cheap stuff. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Excuse me. That's what I'm trying to avoid. And I understand I'm not trying to get over on anybody. I'm not trying to give away my cheap stuff for some, you know, higher class stuff, unless I can package together a bunch of cheapies to do, you know what I'm saying, for something higher price. Like if somebody had Bvlgari Atlantique that they wanted to get rid of, and I have like maybe 3 or 4 cheapies that I want to get rid of, then yeah, I'd bundle 3 or 4 of those cheapies together for that Atlantique in a heartbeat. I know people are not going to be into doing Creed and, you know, fragrances like that, but it's out there. So anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Peace.